Hey guys, it's Wednesday, November 4th. I'm Arielle Hickson, and Channel 1 News starts right now. Let's start off with headlines, and first up, Americans headed to the polls yesterday in an off-year election that focused more on local politics, school boards, and state-run offices like governors. Among the top races is the governor's race in Kentucky and Mississippi, with a school funding battle going on in Mississippi as well. And Houston, Philadelphia, and Charleston, South Carolina are among the cities electing mayors. In Ohio, voters considered whether to allow the use of marijuana for medical and recreational use. And in San Francisco, home of the Golden Gate Bridge, residents cast their votes on an initiative to restrict Airbnb, the online room rental site. Even though it's a year away, these candidates running for president will be paying close attention to the outcomes to get an idea of what's on voters' minds. Next up, there is new information today as to what happened when a Russian plane crashed in Egypt on Saturday, and that new info is coming from a U.S. intelligence satellite. An American infrared satellite detected flashes of heat when the Russian airliner broke apart in mid-air, and then when it hit the ground in the Sinai Peninsula. Investigators believe that flash could have been an explosion, like a bomb from a terrorist group or just simply mechanical failure. ISIS militants claim they brought down the plane after it left the resort town of Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, but the spy satellite did not detect any missile launches from the area. And the latest reports show there are no signs of explosives on the crash victims. All right, coming up, we find out just how much time teens are glued to their screens.
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education.
Right up here.
So every year, I take promising high schoolers on a college tour
Lights there, darts there.
to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is Nnamdi Asamoah. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
You can be a reader, tutor, or mentor too. Take the pledge at liveunited.org/volunteer.
Do you wear this?
Today, technology is taking over, where some people spend the majority of their day attached to their media. Isn't that right, Asia? Exhibit A.
Huh? Yeah, with smartphones, TV, and the computer, we depend on media for pretty much everything. And believe it or not, there are some young people out there who spend more time with their technology than they do sleeping. How many hours a day?
Like, I want to say 6.
Like 5 hours on social media.
20 hours a day?
20 hours?
Yeah.
And they're not alone.
There's this enormous experiment we're carrying out as a society, largely on our children.
The new report by Common Sense Media finds tweens spend almost 6 hours a day on entertainment media, which includes things like listening to music or watching online videos. For teenagers, that number jumps to almost 9 hours.
My biggest concern with my son is the screen time with the video games.
Like many American families, the LaRues of Bethesda, Maryland are finding it almost impossible to pull the plug on technology.
Constantly connected to cell phones.
12-year-old daughter Sasha keeps busy texting friends. 15-year-old son Ethan is a big-time gamer. The report also found that 66% of teens use media to listen to music every day. 58% say they watch TV, but less than half say they use social media on a daily basis.
You would think that there'd be a much higher percentage, but the truth is they feel they have to be there because their friends are.
And with tech used for school, it's hard to clock the time spent on homework versus fun.
In my school, they have an app for grades and stuff and homework assignments, so I'll go on there, check my grades or whatever.
And they are using their computers and phones and stuff for emailing teachers and doing research. You can't tell your kid you can only have 2 hours of screen time.
You know, media and technology are not good or bad. It's all about how you use them.
I must say, I'm pretty guilty of being obsessed with my own devices. Ariel?
Oh, me too. But what do you think? Do you spend too much time with your media? Let us know on channel1.com. All right, coming up, we check out a career that takes planning to new heights.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Are you thinking about what's next after you're done with school? Well, how about farming? And trust me, this isn't your grandfather's farm. This is a whole new technique to grow green. Scott Evans shows us what it's like to work in the future of farming.
Now, this is supposed to be a vertical farm. I checked the address, this is the right one. Let's go check it out.
How's it going?
Hey, Michael, how are you,
Welcome,
man?
Scott.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of
This
course.
is not quite what I had in mind as far as a farm is concerned.
A little different, right?
Yeah. But a day in the life of a plant scientist.
Yep, a plant scientist here at AeroFarms.
I'm ready to do it, man. Let's start.
Right, let's go.
All right.
Here we are able to effectively deliver everything the plant needs throughout its entire life cycle. Water, nutrients, light, carbon dioxide. We kind of they live a very charmed life before we harvest them at the end of the growing cycle. Gavin is going to help us today in what we call seeding a flat.
Let's do it.
So now we are going to load our cloth onto the tray. These cloths are patented, they're our own, and they are made of 100% recycled plastic. So it's reusable, it's sustainable.
And the plants literally grow on this.
Grow right on this.
You don't sprinkle any dirt on this? There's no, like...
We eliminate the dirt from agriculture.
It was once a dirty job.
Exactly. These are arugula seeds, actually.
Okay.
So he's going to start off seeding part of the flat, and then we'll let you finish up.
Okay, sweet. I'm going to check the technique. When I've got my Parmesan going on my pizza, no one's ever said, hey, Scott, I need more parm, if you know what I mean.
So now we're going to wet the tops of the seeds and the cloth
Okay.
so that they establish themselves in the cloth and are able to grow from there. We actually have a little pump sprayer that Gavin's...
Oh, wow, okay. This is starting to look like farming.
We like to think of ourselves as like the marriage of agriculture and science. So we're applying a lot of techniques that have been previously missing in agriculture.
Okay. Everybody gets some. Who knew that you could farm indoors? So now that everything is watered,
Sure.
all of them are getting love.
Exactly.
What happens to the seeds now?
They go off to germination so that they can start growing, and we can see which density makes for optimal growth.
Well, man, I feel like I want to see some more, so I take it we're about to get vertical?
We're about to get vertical.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
I didn't think it would look like that up here.
This is a lettuce. It's red, as you can see, different from the traditional green lettuce you'll see in grocery stores. So we're just monitoring, looking for uniformity and optimizing for taste, texture, quality, quantity.
So this is a healthy tray. This is what your plants want to look like.
Exactly.
Do they taste great?
Oh yeah.
So I got to sprinkle these seeds. I got to climb on a crane. And who knows, actually, what they've got in store next. But I'm hoping we get to taste something soon.
So what's next is we will be harvesting this tray of plants.
So Michael, what kind of education is required to be a plant scientist?
Expertise in this field really runs the gamut: biology, mathematics, engineering.
What would be your elevator pitch if you wanted to get someone interested in this field in particular?
We are on the cutting edge of technology and agriculture. Plus, every day I get to work with people who are very passionate about what they do, very passionate about what we do here. And also we are producing food in a sustainable way so that we're able to maintain food systems and security worldwide.
Very cool.
The bowl's filling up. So I think it's about time to move on to our next activity, and I think you're going to like it.
Does it involve a fork?
It may.
So, Michael, how did I do?
Oh, you did pretty well for a first-timer.
All right, I'll take it for a first-timer. But thank you so much for letting us come and check it out.
Yeah,
I mean,
thanks
spending
for
the day
coming.
with you on the job was totally unlike what I thought we'd be doing.
Sure, of course.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's great having you. Come back anytime.
You better believe it.
Yeah.
So what next for someone who wants to be a plant scientist? Well, take a lot of science in high school, especially biology. Then, most plant or agricultural scientists require at least a bachelor's degree in college and make about $59,000 a year. All right, guys, our time's up for today, but we cannot wait to see you tomorrow.
Good morning, Shafer Sharks. I'm Taylor, along with Tommy and Skylar and Adam. It's Wednesday, November 4th, Day B, National Candy Day. And now would you please rise for the pledge to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag Thank you. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. You may now be seated. Please listen to our morning announcements.
Today's weather, sunny today with a high of 75 degrees. For lunch, Pillsbury pancakes with syrup and sausage, oven-baked fries, and fresh vegetable cup with dip, dessert chilled applesauce cup, along with healthy milk.
Happy birthday to Dominique Hervins, Ryan Fedeko, and Anna Gonzalez, who celebrated their birthdays yesterday. And to Benjamin Sully, who celebrated his birthday today. Let's hear that birthday song.
Happy birthday
No. The library is open today. I repeat, the library is open. Today's Sharks announcements. Good morning, Sharks. The results are in for the Shafer Votes mock election. Approximately 69% of the 7th grade voted and 30% of the 8th grade voted on the Republican ticket, placing Ben Carson in the lead with Donald Trump in second, while 52% of the 7th grade voted and 48% of the 8th grade voted on the Democrat ticket, placing Hillary Clinton in the lead, followed by Bernie Sanders. Here are some few more interesting election results.
The Roadrunners had the most participants in the vote. Shafer students would like to see more themed days and all-day events take place in the future. Students at Shafer prefer to learn a concept or standard by using technology. Thank you to all who helped out at the polls and who registered and voted in the mock election. We hope you will continue to follow and learn about the candidates as the official race heats up during the winter months. The final election results will be determined in the spring.
Now here's Skylar and Adam.
NJHS candidates, please make sure you have, please make sure you return your application to Miss Ganna, room 223, or Miss Robinson, room 201. Attention cheerleaders, please remember you have a game on Thursday. Wear your uniform to school and meet in the gym at the end of the day.
Attention field hockey players, please remember to turn in your uniform, and if you borrowed a school stick to Miss Sabatini in room 113. Homework Club will meet on Thursday this week because there's no school on Tuesday. I repeat, Homework Club is on Thursday this week.
Attention students interested in the ski and snowboard trip on January 6th. The first deposit of $37 and parent signature is due this Wednesday, November 4th. There will be a parent meeting this Wednesday night at Snyder at 7 p.m. If you need to get your paperwork notarized, those services will be available for free now. Any questions, see Miss Sabatini.
Are you interested in going on the tour of Bucks County Technical High School? If so, make sure you get the permission slip packet from your homeroom teacher, guidance, or the front office. You must turn in the permission slip and essay no later than November 6th. Picture Day Makeup will be November 10th. I repeat, Picture Day Makeup will be November 10th.
Today is the last day for girls basketball tryouts. See Mr. Bostic for details.
That concludes the show for today. Have a sweet day. Make this day a good one. Keep it classy, stay beautiful.